Are you looking to learn how to make a needle felted bear? If so, then you're on the right video, because today I'm going to share with you everything you need to know to make one of these and more. Coming at you in the new felting studio. I got a gray chair over here, not very aesthetic, and where I want to stand blocks all of this. Let's just get into this felting video. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video, needle felting a black bear. My name is Iceland, and on this channel, Snowflake Forest Felting, I share needle felting videos, tutorials, and more. So if this interests you, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know more about anything you see on this channel, be sure and check the links down in the description below this video, or leave me a comment. I'd love to connect with you there. Thank you to everyone who has been subscribing, watching these videos, supporting this channel. It really does mean so much to me. This has really been a special little outlet for me to share and create a safe space and a trusted community. So it really is special that you're here and watching. And if you find my videos helpful, you can hit that thanks button, and don't forget to like them or leave a comment. Now, let me show you everything you're going to need to make your needle felted bear today. Some felting surfaces. So I have two here. One where when I am felting with the core, the center wool color, and then another when I'm adding the exterior color to my creations. This is going to be a black bear, so I have black wool, and then this brown wool to add the little coloring and highlights to it. So if you are a beginner, I recommend just starting with all black, and it'll just be easy to add these on. I've had some practice, and so I am going to make his body and his head and then wrap them around in the black. Everyone has a style of needle preference. It'll also depend on the type of wool you're using. Some have different results. Mine are kind of mixed up, so they're not true to what's in the cases. And then sometimes you'll see me use like this needle felting needle, which I just added this to the top of it, and I thought I would sell these, but you know what, that's that. And then a tape measure. This is just to know the size of my object. I like them to be around 4 inches in height and width, and that's about what I'll be working on today. Again, you guys do not copy and sell these as your patterns. You can create what you want from these patterns and sell them. So like if you made a bear, you could sell your bear, but please don't sell my patterns and designs as your own. And I mention this especially because I've seen a lot of the jellyfish stuff happen, and this is really special to me. This is something I worked on. The idea to make these tentacles came from a paper craft that I did when I was a child, so that's how this came to. There was someone that said they didn't learn this technique from me, and I was like, well, I bet you that person learned it from me, because this was definitely something not online at one point. I did have a ton of people ask me, and I was working on it, and I wanted to create all these wool colors, and it took me a couple summers to do so, and then by the time I did it, it was just like no one really seemed interested. So that's that. There they go, moving on. And then lastly, let's talk about the scissors. I like these curved tip ones. These allow me to trim up the project any of those loose flyaway fibers that just aren't wanting to tuck in with the needles. And remember, I'm going to have all this linked down in the description below for you, so you can go and check out more later. Now let's get to needle felting this black bear. To begin, you're going to take your felting surface, your needle felting needle, and some of that core wool. This is going to be for the body. You're going to think egg shape. You're going to want to roll it into itself. Create a little bit more of a bottom and then a top, so it'll give a body shape. And then you just start piercing that wool. You're going to pierce it from all angles, shaping it as you go, straight in and out. You don't want any angles because you don't want to break that needle felting tip. It is very sharp. You'll felt it just right into that egg shape, kind of directing the wool with the needle as you go. And then continue this until it is one solid felted ball, and then we'll attach that head and arms and legs next. Once you have the body all nice and felted, you're going to want to set it aside and begin to work on the head. It'll take just a little less wool, but same process here. Roll it, and then you're going to want to use the bottom part, keep it pinched to fray, and attach that onto the body here. And then just begin felting, pierce it in and out of the wool, all around from all angles, like so. Now for this part, go ahead and fray that piece of wool there apart and attach it on to the body like so. it all around and make it nice and secure. And then remember, we're gonna layer it with black so that will secure it even more. Now it is time to work on the two top front paws. So just take a small amount of wool, and in this similar manner, we're gonna leave a little bit pinched to use and attach the paw on at the shoulder area to the body. And then in true paw form, you're gonna want to kind of roll the one end up so you'll have that flat surface there that will put the little paw prints on it. So I'm even gonna tuck that in, felt it down like so, and then felt out. And then again, same process all around, straight in and out of the wool to felt the two paws. Does help to work on these at the same time in case you need to add a little wool or remove a little wool to make them so they come out the same size and look. So you can kind of just felt back and forth between the two. Yeah, be careful you don't felt too long in one area, you start to make it flat. As you finish both the front top arm paws for your bear here, we're going to want to attach them. Very simple process here, same thing as we did for the head. Fray the arms apart. You'll have one part that looks more like your front and one that is more like your back. And then go ahead and then just begin to felt these on like so. Once you've finished attaching on your arms for your bear, you'll want to begin to do the legs for them. They're going to be a little bit shorter and thicker and have a little more of a bigger paw print. You know, they need those big old bare feet. We'll begin to felt those, and then same thing, you're going to want to make them at the same time so they look the same for the most part, and then pinch that end part to be able to attach it on once you have them all felted. Once you've finished with that set of paws, it is time to attach them. So same method, fray the wool and felt those bottom legs right on for your little bear. Here you can see that it's about 4 inches in height and width, and then good to go. And just keep felting this, and then next we're going to cover it in that black wool. Now it is time to take the black wool to cover your bear completely, and the best advice I can give you here is to spread this wool out cobweb-like and then just layer it around. You're not going to want to lump it all in one spot. It's okay if it gets a little thin. You'll just add on slowly and build up like so as you go, because if you put it too much in one spot, it's just going to be a mound of wool. You truly have to layer thin it out, and then just continue all around your creation until it is completely covered solid in black. You'll notice this is also where I'm going to use the change of color here of surface protector so I don't mix my colors too much, because the wool sometimes does stick onto the mat. Is completely covered in the black wool. It is time to add the brown features to it. So we're going to start with the nose and just taking a decent amount of this, and then it's what's going to get attached right here onto the very center of the teddy bear. You can work on shaping this a little bit more here when you add the black dots in the nose, the rest of the way in the mouth. Just go ahead and grab 2 little bits of brown now for the eyes, and then you'll roll them in little balls like this to add on. And then this is the same technique we're going to use when adding on the paw prints. It is always easier to add later than take away. You can always cut away if you need to. There's those little eyes on in. Like so. work on those paw prints a little bit more later. Now it is time to work on the ears. So this is going to be a little bit of the black wool. You will want to ball it and then pinch a little part that will spread apart and attach on there. Flip flop this ear back and forth, get it nice and felted. You want to kind of create an indent into the center there. And then again, this is something you want to do at the same time as the other one, so then that way they are about the same shape and size. Now we want to take those ears, attach them on to the back here, use that little extra wool, and then you can felt all around, just like so. Make sure they're nice and even in the same location. And felt those on just like that. And then again, we're going to dial all these details in here in our final run. Now it's time to add very, very tiny little black dots in the center of the eyes. And then I'm going to get a little bit for the nose. I'm going to add a little bit of a line. And then attach the two. And then dial all this in a little closer. Next, you want to get some wool to make the tail. Same process as the ears, but maybe even a little more rounder. Now it is time to give your felted bear a final look over, a final felt. You can also use your scissors at this part, trim away any of those excess fibers that just didn't want to get tucked in, and then you'll want to do this in an area where you can like get all the debris and the trash. Sometimes it's not the best workspace. I'm going to move this and clean it up and be good to go here. And just like that, the felted bear is complete. Let me show you here a little closer. And that's it. That's everything you need to know to be a fiber artist to create a needle felted black bear. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to subscribe, hit that thanks button, give it a like, leave a comment. If there's something you'd like to see me felt next, drop it down in the comments below. I always love your ideas, and I really do want to try to create as much as possible. I have lots of ideas here for you all and this channel. Thanks again for watching. Happy felting, and I'll see you all later. Bye. A peek here behind the scenes. So I have my fit peptides, lean peptides, my jewelry ready to go, the wool, the cameras, clean the table all up. It's about to happen. I'm so excited about this. I love doing this. Let's go.